Hey, can I get a whiskey smash? I'm fine with either sour smash or honey Daniels. I like them both. Alright, it'll be a large one then. I'm good with it. Relax, I walked here. Salute. Not bad. Where'd you source the mint from? Interesting. Kinda quiet tonight, huh? Yeah, I understand that feeling. All the people in one place at once. It can be as invigorating as it can be anxiety inducing. Yeah, I needed this. Yeah, it was a long day at work. Technically speaking, as it's always a long day. I mean, if you want to be really pedantic about it, I'm still working right now. I don't think I've ever stopped working. What's my job? Well, guess you could say I work in human resources, so to say. So, how long you been working here? That long? Dang. Well, if you don't mind me saying, you really don't look it. I mean, if you've been pouring drinks this long, I'm surprised you don't seem, well, older. Fair enough. Take good care of yourself and you'll look good. Is that it? I guess, yeah. The way I see it, it doesn't matter how you look on the outside, but how people view you on the inside that really matters. That old saying, it's what's inside that counts. I think that's more important than people do or want to give it credit for. The kindest smiles can hide the darkest of souls, and the cloudiest of faces can hide the brightest of hearts. I often get those mixed up. Value the wrong thing, the wrong person, and then, well, sometimes we fix our mistakes. Other times, all we can do is look for the pieces and hope that somehow we can put this together. You married? Nice. Me? No, not. The work I do requires a lot of travelling, and it ain't exactly the kind of job most people would want to be in a relationship with. Still, it's a sacrifice I knew I was making when I took it. God knows I've made enough. Yeah, just like nonsense, you know. Sometimes I have to deal with the worst people imaginable. Come to think of it, I bet you can relate. This place seems nice, but I bet every now and again you get that one person who seems to decide it's their life mission to ruin everything for everyone. Still, it is what it is. Such is life, and such is death. Alright. Look, it's just saying. Didn't mean anything by it. Oh, wait. How did you see that? This shouldn't be possible. If you're reaching for a shot, let me tell you now, it's not gonna work. Let me guess, it's either a gun or a baseball bat, something like that. None of those things are gonna work on me. Oh, really? You somehow can kill what's already dead? Who am I? Well, I'm Death. Death, the Grim Reaper, Joe Black, La Muerte, Shinanigama Sama, La Pelona, the Pale Rider, the Anaku. You get my point now? Death itself. No, you're not dead. And before you ask, I'm not here to kill you. I have no reason to take your soul. It seems like you're using it still. Oh, you think I'm joking? Do you believe me now? Look upon my true face and ask yourself, is this not the last thing you want to see before it all goes black? Is this not the form of the one who would bring your story to its inevitable conclusion? And ask yourself, to the one who sits before you, the arbiter of the afterlife, the one who walks among shadows and clothes him or herself in darkness, that even pitch blackness runs from. Can I get a refill? Sorry about that, kid. But when you see an opportunity, sometimes you gotta take it, you know? But I hope you understand that I'm not just messing with you. I am death in its true form. That shouldn't be possible. The only people who can truly see me, that is, death, are those who are close to death, or those who have experienced death recently. You aren't either. Honestly, I don't know how you can see my true form, but at the same time, it kind of feels nice that you can. I get that sounds weird, so let me try and explain. Oh, and while you're making my drink, make one for yourself. Looks like you just went after that scare. Ugh. Whenever I'm doing my job, people see me most of the time as what they choose to see. Angel, demon, human, doesn't matter. I show up in my true form, yet they see what they choose to see. I understand why, and I'm more than happy to let it happen. Somebody's on the way out, I traumatize them when you can be the last moment of joy in their life, you know? Yeah, whatever it is they want, or more often what they need to see. Sometimes to people, I'm missing parents, or dead pets, or an old friend they want to see. If I can help them make the transition smoothly, then I'll do it. It's the least I can do. Lord knows some people truly need it, after everything they've been through, the last moment. I don't want to see them scared. I just hope I can make them feel okay. Yeah, I've had to deal with some rather tragic cases. Some far too young to be gone, but it isn't my call. In those cases, I do all I can to try and comfort them, let them know it isn't their fault, that they are loved, and they don't need to be afraid. It's not goodbye forever, just for now. Typically, when I get to the point where I have to part ways, I'll stay with them as long as I can. No one that young deserves to be alone in a situation like that. But eventually I just fade away. There's nothing more I can do to help them. What, you think I just go around killing anyone I please? There's a method to this, a reason. Each soul has its own identity, and I refuse to ignore that. I do this the way I do, because when somebody's gone, that's when they need the act of kindness more than ever. No, it's fine. It's a fair question. I guess I did go on a bit heavy on you there with no warning, so I apologize as well. This isn't always the easiest job, but I think I don't need to explain myself now. Like I said, this isn't my call what happens or when. I don't decide who lives or dies or how or when. None of that. If I could, I'd try my best to help those who truly need it, but when the clock stops, that's when I begin work. I can't affect people's lives in the same way. I can't affect people's lives in the way some of your tall tales seem to think I can. No matter how much I wish I can. Again, don't worry. I'm not here for you. How did I begin this job? Frankly, I don't know. It's a case of I've been doing this so long and I don't remember how it began. If I'm being honest, yeah, I expect that's a bit of a letdown for you, but think about it. As long as there's been life, I've been around. It's just how we do things, now and always. Like I said, I'm not some chaotic force of blood and madness. Honestly, I wish it was just easier than this, you know? If it were up to me, I don't know. Part of me wants to say that people could live as long as they wanted and go when they wanted, but I'm not dumb enough to see the issues with that. I guess after seeing so many people feel like they hadn't had the life they always wanted, parts of me want to do whatever I can to ensure people get that life. Yet I can't do anything about that, aside from try, be reassuring once their time has passed. Which, if you haven't guessed, is much easier said than done. Sorry, what kind of mint do you use in this drink? Been to a few bars and yours taste better. Same as everywhere else? Huh. Well, I guess it's the company more than the mint. Still, this is really good stuff. Been to a lot of bars, taverns, drop-offs, hangouts, whatever you want to call them, all around the world, and throughout a long, long time. But there's something different about how you make it here. Oh, your significant other taught you this? Well, it's real good. I'll tell you what. What? What do you want to ask? No, don't give me that. Trying to work up to ask me something. Come on, I've been here this long, you can ask me, go ahead. Besides, I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna ask. What happens when you die? I've asked the question so many times, you'd think I'd have an answer, truth be told. I just don't know. And frankly, I don't really want to know. What happens is when I pick someone up, we go for a short walk. Then we sit on a bench. Some days it's sunny, some days it's raining, some days it's snowing. We'll get up and bid them farewell after a minute. Then it's on to the next one. Don't know where they go, and I prefer it that way. Because it's not about what comes after, it's about what they had. Kid, here's how I see it. And this is just me. Life doesn't care about you. Life moves on every second, every minute, every hour, every day. It stops for no one, not the greatest titan or the smallest pilgrim. Like it or not, we all have a limit on how long we're going to be here. But that limit, that's oddly freeing to me. I meet so many people who wish they only had one more year, one more week, one more day. Then I meet the people who embrace me like an old friend. When their time comes, they're happy with the life that they've lived. And to me, that's the important part. Life they lived. Life is meaning. But you give it so much more than that. Every person you talk to, every choice that you make, you're painting a beautiful picture, the likes of which never will happen ever again. At least in the same way. Your life brings meaning to yourself, to others, even if you don't know it. You shouldn't be afraid of death. You shouldn't fear what you don't know, be it heaven, the other place, Valhalla, or nothing at all. When the time comes, it doesn't matter where you're going. What matters is what you've left behind. The good you did for people. Huh? What if you don't have any effect on anyone's life? Well, I think you're wrong. You've had a good effect on my life, and judging by the smile on your face when I asked you, you've had a great effect on your significant other's life too. The hardest part of living is sometimes we never get to see the good we did in someone's life until we're dead. But sometimes that's okay. Do you need the knowledge and validation of people telling you that you've made their lives better? Or are you happy enough just living a life that makes their lives better? By extension, yours. Well, if you only ever spoke to one person, then so long as you're not a monster, you still made a good impact on someone's life. I feel like you're trying to stump me now. I'm death, not a sphinx. But besides, looking around, I get the feeling you've done a lot of good for a lot of people. No, I'm serious. I look around and I see pictures of people passing through, memories being formed, and relationships being crafted. Whether or not they return here, people met here, people came here, made this their hangout, their watering hole, whatever you want to call it. You gave them all a sense of community and belonging. I think that counts for more than you're giving yourself credit for. Especially with that. What if I didn't? What if I didn't make an impact on anyone's life, Mark? Especially with that, what if I didn't make an impact on anyone else's life, Mark? Don't give me that old routine. I've been around the block far longer than you. You don't want to say it about yourself, but I could tell you're thinking about yourself with those remarks. Do us both a favour and stop. Better than that. Whether you know it or want to accept it or not, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be told you've done good for others. Even if you're hearing from death, you should still hear it. It's the same reason why I don't fall into hopelessness over this job. People are good, people do good, and they make their lives of everyone around them better. They might not always see it or get it right, but so long as there are good people in the world, there's good out there for all of us. It's not always the easiest to see, but sometimes that's where a connection like you have can come in handy. You have to need someone to lean on, someone who makes your life better and vice versa. That's gotta count for a lot, right? No, I'm good. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for the drinks and for the talk. I don't have much else to say, but think about what I said, alright? Good. Take care. We'll meet again one day. Hopefully you can tell me about what you've been getting up to when the day comes. But I'm in no rush. Take care. Just moved into university. I've taken a couple months off, to be honest, because life's been crazy. But I'm back. No social media. So I guess I'll update you here at the end. Any card. So university life.